100 yards downstream of Trimble Road Bridge. Okay, I'm at the north end of the airport, San Jose Maneta Airport. We're looking at the 101 freeway. I'm about 160 yards from the bridge of 101. We're in a section between Trimble Road and the 101 on the Guadalupe River. We're dealing with problems, major problems on the Guadalupe River with the river's main channel has taken the bypass, and what you're seeing are the flows evicting from the main channel. On the left of those trees have now taken the bypass of the river. So all that water, 90% of the water to about 95% of the main river's flows have gone into the bypass of the river. So we're gonna take a look at this. Where the river has detoured into the bypass of their project here. They back in 2008, 2009, they came in and dredged the channel, dropped the elevation in the bypass about 6 feet to 4 feet, and the river has evicted itself from the main channel now. And they've been doing temp fixes, like throwing riprap to try and get the channel to go back, but ongoing problems. We have steelhead habitat in this main channel where I've collected numbers, if not thousands, of steelhead in the main channel, which is now in jeopardy for sustaining fish because the flows are diminished to the point of the river being in serious conditions down here. Past sections of the river, and you could see the river has diverted itself and has left the main channel of the riparian areas where it would be shaded in the riparian area, cooling down the flows. Now it's exposed to extreme light conditions, and really no gravels established in this section of the bypass. So that's really serious problems. We're about 20 feet from where the river has diverted itself, and this is the main channel now. We're looking in an area of about 7 to 8 feet wide. Flows diminishing. Measuring tape out, it's 5 feet wide in this section, maybe about 3 CFS, if not about 4. Moving through here, just might even be less, but it's not wide at all. We're looking at the main channel, but you could also see the sediment deposition that's occurring through here already. The channel is being lost because the sedimentation deposits, and also we have already homeless starting to move into the area. So this is the other factor. We're getting a big island in the middle and a dry area, and we're already starting to see homeless starting to come into this area. This is some sections that still could support some steelhead, but again the flows are almost cut in 1/4 of the volume. So we still have hope, but there's still serious problems that are starting to accumulate. Patchwork that's been going in, they put riprap, tried to stabilize the conveyance into the bypass, but it hasn't worked. Throwing rocks at the river doesn't do anything right if you don't do the numbers. I'm on the other, as you can see, I'm on the other side of the riprap that was thrown in here, and you can see the volume, immense. Say about 3/4 of all the conveyance flows are in the bypass. Problems are created because of the lack of maintenance in the main channel. Blockages, small blockages, and of course the bypass kept so clear and excavated, so the flows have nothing else to do but to go into the bypass because that's the clear section of the river where there's no restrictions. So maintenance is the big issue. Failure to do maintenance, failure to maintain their facilities is the main problem and the main cause of why the river has abandoned the main channel. Just going through the corridor, a lot of still feasible areas for fish populations to be holding. The flows are looking pretty good, considering 3/4 of them are in the other section of the channel of the bypass. We'll have to electroshock this area, or I'm going to come in and do a fish study capture day with my fishing pole, as I did in 2009, 2008. So get an idea of what's still in here. An area which is a large pool, and we have the area where there's a little formed island here with the high flows that would normally be in here at this time, or average flows for this time of the year. We would have a large collection of steelhead trout in this area due to the fact that there's a large pool, contrary to fast moving water and undercuts and a lot of vegetation, and also a storm drain system that provides sanctuary when the temperatures are warmer. During the warmer time of the years, the fish could actually migrate in there and hold while the temperatures cool down. So I'm going to show that outfall right now. At the third channel, which is their sedimentation trap on the west bank, right on the other side of the pond I just showed. And these dugout channels are areas that are supposed to accumulate sediment and then later on dredge them out. But that's what happened on the east bank, where they've dug out the channel and the river has now left. The main flows of the river have gone into that channel and have left the main channel of the riparian canopy of the river, the main portions of the river. So we're going to show a little bit more of this, because there's some really horrendous areas that are really bad for the river. How the pond has been formed, and it goes up that way, and it looks like there's a turtle there floating. Oh, he just went down. And on the west bank of the Guadalupe River, where the outfall system is, which is beneficial flows, about 1.5 CFS, constant, never goes dry. These flows are beneficial when the river is the river's water flows are warmer during the warmer climates of the year, and the steelhead use these outfall systems to evade the warmer temperatures of the main stem of the Guadalupe River flows. So we're going to get more information over here on the other side about the condition. Looking at another sedimentation trap, dugout channel to catch sediment, creating habitat for non-natives to thrive, like carp and bass. Hundreds, if not tens of hundreds, are in here.